have to say. Seriously, you judge me and you don't know what I have to say. Is that being a critical thinker? Anybody who is a critical thinker, you're welcome to hear what I have to say. Never underestimate the power that a persuasive teacher wields on a young, bright mind. He has stated we must update our institution's regulatory framework so that the power of mobilization is channeled to the benefit of the ordinary men and women. This goes beyond spreading the wealth. This update of our institution's regulatory framework is the overthrow of our system of government, our capitalistic society. Recently, Bill stood up for Ward Churchill, the radical professor in Colorado who was fired because of academic misconduct. In these proceedings, some very important points were made. Professors are not supposed to be hired to espouse radical political beliefs. Yet today, that has become the norm. Academic freedom does not protect against academic misconduct, nor does it protect against subversive leftist promotion over revolution. Basically, Bill responds, is the university a fiefdom of the governor? Should political leaders weigh in on what is appropriate to teach and who is appropriate to teach? He will tell you it is the right to think at all which is in dispute. Bullshit! He has one agenda, that is to indoctrinate our youth, to overthrow our government through democracy. Or should I be more accurate? Through the numbers of voters who have been brainwashed to think that this government, through the 500 or so liberal residential learning centers, such as this one, I demand that the president of this university be Joseph White, the governor of this state, Mr. Quinn, the president of the United States, and all men and women in uniform consider the oath without any reservation or purpose of evasion, and pursue this man and this movement. What this man has done can be found on page 1 of the socialist movement, subvert the youth through the educational system. They have achieved this goal. The evidence is overwhelming. Unless we retake our schools, our free society as we know it is doomed. And Bill, this is not McCarthyism. This is critical thinking in action, which, as you know, demands action. I am not here to defend the historical leaders of this government. Lord knows they have made many, many mistakes. And most all have fallen to one or more forms of corruption, because the election process promotes corruption, especially the re-election process, as power corrupts. I will be the first to tell you that the war on drugs is also a travesty of logic that has been devastating to our society. A society was based on personal freedom as well as responsibility. Approximately 80% of all police calls are related to illegal drug use. It is the illegality that drives this most uncivil war. The criminals are your neighbors, as those addicted neighbors in need of compassion and rehabilitation, not jail time. Have we not learned through prohibition? Emphasis must be on drug education for all age groups and rehabilitation for all in need. We must remove the criminality. And listen to me. In my opinion, this is the most pressing and worthwhile pursuit of your activist ways, as the fallout is devastating our society. I stated earlier, freedom is the cornerstone of our system, as personal responsibility is the mortar that holds the stones in place. Free to make choices independent of government intervention until it affects others. Then the government has a regulatory role. Having said all that, that does not relieve Bill Ayers of his responsibility of his traitorous ways. In fact, it condemns him, because he is personally responsible for infecting so many. I started by quoting the oath of office that our leaders swear to. I challenge them to investigate this man and the state of our universities in regards to the blatant subversion process that is found nationwide. Thank you.